Welcome to Seymour Marine Discovery Center out in Santa Cruz, California. Today is Tuesday, September the 24th, 2024. I'm Howard Paul Shore with Adrian. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
Good, good. I love marine biology.
Yeah, me too. I'm happy to talk about all of this stuff today.
Good. So show me around a little bit and tell me about it.
So the first area here is really highlighting local solutions against climate change and thus also things that are going on in the environment around us. And so we have different kind of solutions to kind of counteract these problems. And so here we just introduced new two-story booths is what we highlight them as. You can learn about how climate traps are affecting our oceans, and so there's different methods that we could use to apply that to the ocean and see how we could effectively reduce whale entanglement. So that's the main problem that we have right now. And so whales get entangled and have some very extreme effects that happen to them. Our next story booth is elephant seals, and so we're using tagging and tracking devices on elephant seals to study the ocean. So the way that we're showing this to the public is that we have our salinity strips that are here in our pH strips as well. And with these strips, you can look at how the ocean has different temperatures, pH, and salinity at different parts of the ocean. And so elephant seals are a really good animal to use tracking devices on because they dive to around 1,500 meters deep, in some cases deeper, and they can hold their breath for up to 2 hours. So they give you this huge range of data that you can kind of get off of the ocean. And from that, we can look at the ocean's health. And so tell different things that are happening down there and see whether or not we can take some kind of conservation efforts as well.
Okay.
Yeah, our next story booth is highlighting how we could use different kind of bioplastics and recycled material that comes from the ocean or other parts of the environment and use cool things like making a surfboard. And so surfboards are one of those products that are very famous here in Santa Cruz. We have some of the best surfing in the world. But surfboards can produce a lot of plastic as well. So by using recycled material to make these surfboards that everyone really loves, we're able to kind of counteract that problem. On the other side here, we also have Cruz foam. So Cruz foam is also a company that's based out of Santa Cruz here. And so Cruz foam is basically supplying an alternative against styrofoam. And so with that, they're using recycled chitin materials and producing styrofoam that we all need for our packaging, but in a different, more effective way that's not going to harm the environment.
Great.
And then the next station that we have is our terrarium. So our terrarium is pretty new to the Seymour Center. But it highlights different local plants in the area. And so we really want to highlight the coastal prairie biome, but then also the redwood forest. So these are two biomes that we have here in Santa Cruz. Here at the coastal campus, we were in the coastal prairie. And so here you can see different kinds of grasses and native plants. And these grasses provide a huge role in the environment where we're able to kind of provide and absorb water to avoid problems like erosion. But then the redwood forest is also really known, so we get this huge coastal fog effect that comes here. And from that fog, they're able to take out hundreds of gallons of water from the air using these pine needles. And those pine needles also produce that water that drips down into the ocean floor, the forest floor, where it supplies water for the ground as well. So other plants like redwood sorrel, wild ginger, and even our ferns here would get a lot of water just from the redwoods as well. And then now we're in our aquarium section. So this is exhibit hall 3. So we have different kinds of animals, including Dungeness crabs, sea nettle, rockfish, and even more in our other tanks back there. But we really want to highlight local animals that are here in Monterey Bay. And so we have different kinds of animals that you can see and learn about their importance and the ecological role that they have in our environment. So, for example, our Dungeness crab, so I would kind of talk about a crab cup over there. You can learn some cool things about an animal that lives right in the rocky intertidal, but also really deep in the ocean floor as well. So highlighting that here, so you can see this one here is actually missing a limb, but these animals are very resilient. So even though it's missing that, it's able to do everything that it needs in life still. And then in this tank, we also have some other animals that are local to the Monterey Bay. So we have our treefish and our kelp bass, and so you can see here, one that's right here, and then the other one likes to hide in the rocks sometimes, so we might not see it. But this tank is my favorite. We get to see a lot of different animals and different types of algae that are here on our rocks. We also just learn about all the cool animals again.
Free?
1 second. Okay, and then here we're at the seawater table, and so here you can see different types of algae. So here we have Macrocystis pyrifera. This is also known as giant kelp. But we have different types of sea stars. So we have our leather stars, bat stars, and different types of hermit crabs as well. Guests are able to come here and learn about all of these species, but then also we get the chance to touch some of them, as well as hold the hermit crab as well. So we just ask that all animals are underwater. But it's a pretty cool way to just kind of get immersed in the environment while also being able to get a hands-on experience.
That was a very good tour of the Seymour Marine Discovery Center out in Santa Cruz, California. So if you're looking for a great place to visit, you definitely found one. Thanks so much for watching my video. Thank you, Adrian, for the
Yeah,
tour.
of course. Hope you learned something new too.
Absolutely, and have a great day. Come visit.